Joining us now, Oregon State head coach Jonathan Smith. Coach, I'm curious because, you've been at Oregon State for quite a while now, and you guys have really ascended as a program. I'm curious what your, secret is in getting the program turned around like that.
Yeah, I don't know if there's a ton of secrets. It's a ton of work. And I think there's a consistency to your approach. That's what we tried to do from year one to now going into year 6, and just being pretty consistent with our approach, diving into our players, developing, trying to establish an identity kind of on each side of the ball, and then knowing how to recruit to that identity, and had some success there. And yeah, last year, got better. Now, of course, we're headed to our new season where it's all new, no guarantees of anything, and we know the type of work it's going to take to compete in this league, especially coming in this year with all the talent coming back.
I'm curious what you think about the level of quarterback in the conference this year, just across the board.
Yeah, it's impressive. A lot of talent, the returning experience, really from top to bottom throughout this league. I mean, a lot of good quarterbacks, and that leads me to be thinking high-quality quarterback play turns into scoring a lot of points, and so we're going to be able to match that, scoring ourselves to be able to keep pace.
I mean, last year you guys obviously struggled a bit in that department. Now you've got DJ at quarterback. What is he bringing to the table for you guys this season?
Yeah, I liked his approach since he's gotten here in January, diving in, learning the system, meeting his teammates and being a great teammate that way, low ego. Did a lot of good things in the spring, learning curve for sure, new system and all that, and now he's working really hard this summer, along with other guys, to give him himself to play his best come August.
If you were going to give a coach advice on turning around a program, and you said, all right, point A is here, what is that first step? What is the first thing that you got to do?
Yeah, you got to evaluate and find out exactly what you currently got, and then where are some holes and things. In this day and age, you can fix those in a hurry. And so identifying and really knowing what you currently got as quickly you can get that done, then you know how to proceed moving forward.
Coach, we're based out of Colorado. We cover the Buffs. Coach Prime, obviously a massive roster makeover. I'm curious what you thought of the process that unfolded this offseason.
Well, I think there's a ton of energy there. I give the guy credit. The previous years when he was head coaching before, I mean, he had a lot of success. So he got a proven recipe of how he wants to do it, and he's taking that approach to Colorado. He's definitely got the attention and energy of recruits, which is a total positive, and that's a great place. Now there's a home field advantage. You go over there, that's a tough place to play, and now with the added energy that Coach Prime, his staff, that's going to be I can see them doing really well.
Do you think that there are going to be big changes coming to the transfer portal? Do you think that it's too wild west right now?
I think they're always going to be looking at it, finding ways to improve it, make it more transparent, those kind of things. I do think there's some positives to the portal. Environments change, opportunities change for players. They should have the option to be able to get a fresh start somewhere else.
You guys have used the portal, obviously. I mean, everyone is at this point.
Yeah.
But not as much as some other schools, it seems. So what are the challenges in trying to build a team that way, not relying on the portal as much?
Right. Well, I think it starts with you go in the portal, but you got to have some departure to go into the portal. And we just haven't had as much departure maybe as some others. And so we haven't been as active. We've definitely been in it, identifying, again, back to some needs or some specific help we could use at a spot or two, and we've done that. But it starts with, if you're in the portal, you got to have some departure, and we just haven't had a ton.
What's the key to winning the conference this year, in your opinion?
Right. I think, again, I go back to this scoring thing. I do think defense is always a huge part of winning games, and so keeping the scoring to a level where you can, consistently week in and week out, count on a defense to keep the game around the ballpark but score enough to win the conference.
Is this a year where you think maybe top to bottom the conference is as good as you've seen?
I think it is. And I've been in this league for a while now. Top to bottom, everybody's got a good opportunity with what they're returning. Again, you add this transfer portal piece to upgrade your roster in a hurry. I think this thing is going to be really competitive this year in high-quality football.
Damian Martinez voted first team All Pac-12. He obviously had a great freshman season.
Yeah.
What do you think makes him so special on and off the field?
Yeah, he's a natural running back. You know, it's not all of just how fast you run. I mean, his patience and vision. I do think he's got some good things in front of him. That O-line tight end group do a good job establishing things. And so now going into year 2 for him, you know, keeping that natural skill set, but adding, and he's done this, to his understanding, staying in on third down, pass protection, catching the ball out of the backfield, doing more and more of that. And he's got some buddies in that running back room that I think help him because he doesn't have to carry the load 35 carries a game. He can stay fresh, hopefully, for 13 weeks.
That's all I got.
I mean, you guys have a lot of talented defensive backs. Travis Hunter, of course, at Colorado. What do you see when you watch the film of him?
Yeah, there's good talent, good player. I mean, I go back at this quarterback thing. There's some skill on the defensive side. Don't get me wrong, and Travis being one of those, because you got to be able to cover people with this quarterback / the talent on the outside. That's why I go back to how competitive this league's going to be.
Thanks a lot, Coach.
Thanks, Coach. Appreciate it.
Appreciate the time.